Luigi board?
How to summon Wiggy board.
Okay. I think we're all set.
Oh man, I'm nostalgic for 2 years ago when you and I played through this the first time, Zach.
Yeah, co-op. Like surprisingly, it's actually much harder. Solo.
Single. I bet. Because you don't have one character who's literally like immortal.
Immortal and can already do all the puzzles that I don't have access to right now.
And also like fucking regenerates health at an fucking
a ridiculous rate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right.
It's so good. I love the idea of like a themed, right, hotel, like even if it's just the floors, right? Well, like a room is just a giant pyramid. A bunch of sand.
Luigi, no.
I forgot that you had to suck these up in order to make it real. There you go.
Pirate themed.
What?
Floor.
Yeah, what floor would you guys want to live on?
The disco floor.
Oh, sick.
In specifically this place? This hotel?
Yeah, in Luigi's mansion.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta like.
In Luigi's Mansion 3.
Luigi.
Luigi. Luigi's mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah. He bought it after the bell tower. Oh, wait, no, that's oh shit.
No. He lived in Naval Rock.
He lived in with all the like whirlpools around.
Yeah. Did you ever I actually only recently heard it's not exactly a conspiracy theory per se, but you remember how in Hoenn you had to have like a whale lord and what was it? It's like you had to have a whale lord and a relicanth in your party, like plus a bunch of extra bullshit. I never really thought of this, but I read the other day that people theorize that the reason why you needed relicanth was that if you look at relicanth's like dark spots on his scales, it kind of resembles a part of the Hoenn map, which just so happens to perfectly coincide with where you're supposed to dive in order to get to the Regis, Reggie spot. It's a really interesting conspiracy theory.
Also, hello, Lawrence and Jesse.
Hello, Lawrence and Jesse.
I don't know. I still like the pirate themed one because it seems like a really cool like kind of bar chill out place while still having like a Pirates of the Caribbean ride in the back.
Pirate.
Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah.
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
I didn't finish
Player
this game.
2's mansion.
You didn't finish this game.
I got to I think I got to like floor 8, and then I ended up choking.
Oh my eyes.
Bitch. Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Hey, does this
I should finish this game.
flashlight look a little funny to you?
It's blinded.
This.
Not really.
So how was your board game, Zach?
It was an extremely fun time. I had a great time. It was like for the Wingspan game in particular, it was a particularly tough time because normally when people are taking a long time for their turns, it's because they're not really like paying attention or whatever. But legitimately, everybody had like impossible choices to make every turn, and I'm like, oh man, I can't be upset at you because it's not your fault, you know.
Wait,
Like the picture you sent us, it looks like everyone is so fucking focused, like they're about to make the biggest choice of their lives.
Everybody was fucking like rereading and like double reading their cards because they're like, okay, I gotta make sure that I know what to do here. And one of the guys that was in the picture, Nick, this was like his first game period, and so like he didn't even understand like the majority of the mechanics. But even despite that, my niece was like, dude, hurry up. And I was like, oh, that's really unfair. But yeah, it was still a lot of fun. Between Two Castles was a lot of fun too. So yeah,
Nice.
that was great. It was a great time.
Very cool.
Oh. I know that I was late, but does anybody know where Adrian is, perhaps?
Well, wait. Is it Adrian that I thought he couldn't come on like? Was it just Fridays or was it Saturdays?
I think it was. I think he said that he wouldn't be able to come on some Fridays. I don't remember him giving a reason to not be able to come on Saturdays.
Oh, I couldn't remember if it was Fridays or Saturdays.
I
don't know
asked
then.
because I did want to start the stream. First off, I didn't expect to be starting the stream an hour late, but I also wanted to start the stream with a special announcement, but I would prefer to have all of the stream members here.
You're pregnant.
I am pregnant, it's true.
Congratulations.
It's
Congratulations.
definitely
We're so
not
happy
fat.
for you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Congratulations.
I've been diagnosed with the gamer.
I'll ping Adrian.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Bam. Pinged.
I'll give him a little bit of time.
Congratulations, Zach, on being the brand new Fortnite streamer. That's the news, right?
Oh my
God,
god.
by the way, Lawrence, like that was the fucking funniest thing. Because it wasn't even just you like making the joke; it was also you like doubling down on the bit. It was so good.
And then like
What the fuck you mean, joke? I was playing Fortnite. No, I literally jumped off the bus. I was like, "See, I'm playing," and then I left. I was like, I don't have time for this.
It's me, Fortnite.
It's me, Mr. Fortnite.
It would have been way better. It would have been like a way better joke if the screenshot you took was in the middle of a firefight while you were at the top of a tower that you just built or some nonsense. So it's like, wow, I guess he really is playing.
Yeah, got my
that's great,
golden
though.
star and be like, dude, I'm hunting.
You should have fully committed, set up an actual stream, got a huge viewership, and like for years of like work, and then you send that, and then you're like, all right, and then take everything down.
Behold, Gooigi.
Joke's over.
Joke's over. This is no longer a joke. I am leaving. Doing
Yeah.
a Fortnite streamer.
Finally.
Yeah, finally spent
Luigi.
3.5 years studying for art, but it turns out gaming
Gaming was there all along.
is there all along.
Luigi.
Ah, slime man.
I still say, like, as soon as you were talking about any of the mechanic names of like what each mechanic does, this is one of the most like funny games for like all of the abilities you have when you talk.
Ah.
Well, you don't like that sound, Lawrence? When you're doing this in co-op, when you're doing this in co-op, it's a lot less disturbing. Because like I think I was Luigi and then Grant was Gooigi when we were doing co-op.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it single player, Luigi like loses his consciousness,
Yeah.
and it's like, wow, that's a nightmare. Holy crap.
Gooigi.
Gooigi, you're my friend. How are you?
I told you this is Luigi's mansion, not Luigi's.
There he is. You just leave him in the cage for the rest of the game.
He was planning with EGAD this entire time to take over, assimilate.
There he
Assimilate.
is. Adrian.
It's a miracle. The gang's all here.
Hello.
Now we can die together.
What that? Wait,
Yes.
you're not. You
I
awake?
just
or what's-
moved today.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
yeah.
Yeah, where do you
Yes.
move to? Address and all, including house cover.
Well, I can tell you, I moved somewhere within the same zip code. It wasn't very far at all.
Dox him really quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Get his ass.
I have the same zip code as I did prior, so if you know my old zip code, you know my current one.
Cool.
So what you're saying is we can hunt you down again.
If you know my old zip
Mr.
code, then
Beast hunt you down.
you know I'm somewhere within the however big a zip code is. I don't know how big a zip code is.
They vary.
Varies.
Well, yeah.
Well, then in that case, it varies. Or I vary.
It varies.
He's somewhere within the continental United States.
You don't know that.
Ooh, too much
Oh, fuck.
information.
It's too much. You're right. I'm sorry. Adrian, I'm so sorry for doxing you.
You said,
I'll get my apology video ready.
I'll never tell where I am.
I'll never tell.
So apparently the salesman that was swindling my mom told her that we were gonna get fiberglass cable, and then the guy who actually came here and tech and set up, so like, no, this whole old ass neighborhood only has copper, so
Oh.
Very cool.
very cool.
Not ideal.
Apparently our internet is 100 megabytes down and 10 up, I want to say, was the guy's quote. So time will tell whether that's actually accurate, but also we have some guys coming, hopefully today, maybe tomorrow, to actually fix up some outside
What are
shit.
these guys doing?
They're fixing up my internet stuff.
Just making sure.
The router is now in my room, and I don't have to run an Ethernet cable across the entire goddamn house to set up my Ethernet, so that's nice.
Hey,
Very nice.
We're gonna set up some Google Nest stuff later, so my mom and older brother, or little brother, both have internet stuff. But
Very
yeah, moving today was a big fucking effort, especially because after I finished moving my like 10% of stuff, I had to move the other 90% of stuff that doesn't belong to me and I don't use.
That was just a
Good
good
time.
workout.
Kind of.
and a little bit of spring cleaning.
Heck yeah.
A little bit.
I
was gonna say, the house we moved into-
thing, but
The house we
yeah.
moved into is super fucking dusty, bros.
Oh.
3.
Did you? So you just moved this stuff in before, or did you dust it? I don't know.
We've been using like Swiffer and wet wipes and stuff to try to clean it, but yeah, I had a full sneezing fit when I came here first.
I'm coming there to redust your house.
Well, you're gonna come with a big bag of dust and just sprinkle it everywhere?
Yeah.
Dump it on
No,
your
I'm
floor
just
and
gonna
leave.
emanate it from my. It's my
Hey.
passive ability. I'm like Pigpen from the Peanuts.
They call Mr. Grainfire. First, he spills flour all over your house, and then he lights a match.
My
he
special ability.
silifies your house.
Yeah. You're
Puts a
welcome.
bunch of flour in there, and then 1 or 2 matches later, you no longer have a house. It's a silo, and it's caught in a grain fire.
You're welcome.
Speaking of grain silo, I actually saw. It was just like I don't know why it was recommended to me. I guess it's because I've been watching a lot of like Red Letter Media stuff, and there was like 3 episodes in a row where they were like making fun of like old safety, like workplace safety videos. But the long and the short of it was that it was a YouTube video. It was a YouTube video where they were talking about like, okay, what to do if you get caught in a grain silo as it's draining. And
That's terrifying.
right,
by the way.
it's a terrifying concept in and of itself. But the reason why the video was hilarious was because the person who was like doing the narration was talking in the most dry tone possible, and essentially just kept repeating the same sentiment over and over of like, "You're already dead."
Oh well.
Like it was
God.
like it was something along the lines of like one of the first things that he said was like if you go to raise your foot and you feel pressure in your kneecaps, that means that the suction has gotten you and you're already dead.
Oh my god.
And it was like a 15-minute long like workplace safety thing where instead of telling you, because obviously the thing was don't get in the fucking grain silo, period, like just don't do it. But it was basically just a video where it was just like a big long list of like, if this has happened, you're already dead. If this has happened, stop asking for help. It's like
Well,
it was really good though.
So I guess that's short of it, huh? Don't go inside.
yeah.
So
Just don't do
now
it.
that everybody is here, plus Jesse, I figured that this would be a good time to announce that I did finally, after 2 or more years, most likely more years of searching, I have finally gotten a job.
Congratulations. Are you the janitor at AMC or are you the bootlicker at AMC?
I am going to be. I'm
Zach,
going.
Can you send me the link to the OnlyFans?
Yes, I
Can
can.
you send me the Google Maps link to the AMC you're working at?
I am going to be a donor client support specialist working with the Red Cross, so it's a very nice position. It comes with full benefits and a decent amount of pay, so I'm very happy with it. It's also a full-time position, so I'm going to be working 40 hours a week pretty soon. And as part of this, my schedule, because of like the job that I'm going to be doing, the schedule is a little bit funky, which means that when I am done training, my schedule is going to be 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. my time, Tuesday to Saturday, which essentially translates to no more Friday or Saturday streams. We will only be having Sunday streams for a foreseeable amount of time. Training, apparently the training for this position is particularly rigorous, so it's going to be about 5 to 6 months of Monday to Friday training, so that won't interfere with stream whatsoever. But eventually there will be a point where stream will be, you know, kind of dying down a little bit. So if anybody had any opposition to it, now would be the time to mention it. But I was hoping that today, I kind of already started doing it in video ideas in the channel. I put in a like a barrier picture called Pocket, and so my intention was that today we would be able to discuss what games and like series we wanted to do within the next like 5 to 6 months. So I have some stuff in there that wasn't already on the list, but I was hoping that we could figure some of that stuff out, because then I have to do the how long to beat to see how many weeks it's gonna take, yada yada blah blah blah.
I was gonna say I'm pulling that up right now.
Yeah.
Just so we can have it.
Opposition to you getting a job. Leave your job so you can stream Friday and Saturday.
Unless stream starts making a lot of money real quickly, I don't think that's gonna happen, unfortunately.
You won't.
You have a job, Zach.
No, yeah,
No balls?
No balls.
I mean,
Balls.
so I mean, if you guys haven't like heard, at least on my end, like I want to potentially maybe get like a PC setup in the future. So I was even willing to kind of be like, so if Zach can't be there on like Fridays and Saturdays, and we still kind of want to do a hangout thing, like I could potentially stream something, but that's also like that's also like limited, because I don't have like, it really probably wouldn't be like as game focused. It would be more like us doing, you know, our banter stuff as, I don't know.
Hi, my name's
One type
Saba,
of
and
game.
I'm to go through a blind playthrough of Elden Ring.
Oh my god!
It's actually quite funny, Saba, because
Oh.
if you were to start streaming and you picked like one game to play and then stuck with it because you didn't really own a whole lot, that would actually probably do wonders for your like stream like content in general, because consistency is one of the best ways to like build an actual like viewership fan base. So that might actually work to your benefit.
Well, okay, like I also wanted it to like help me finish some of the games I have as well. So like I have Ori, let's say, that I haven't actually started, so I would be like, it would help me finish that. Or like I like the idea of getting like Stardew Valley or something that I could just play in the background while we talk. So like if things pan out like fine for me, because I ordered a new desk.
Nice.
So that should be coming.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It should be
Congratulations.
coming later this month, and I'll have to like set everything up first in order for me to start thinking about a PC. But I've already informed my like one of my family friends who's like, he's been telling me for years he wants me to get like a PC. Like he's constantly been talking about it. So I'm like, okay, it is finally close to the time where I will join the PC cult. Like he's very much into helping me figure out how to like get it, but I also am like, you know, amassing a list So like Lawrence has already given me some recommendations for some PCs.
I did.
Where are you getting the live baby sacrifices from? I prefer cancer orphanages for your PC. I was gonna say, everyone knows that for a decent PC, you need a live baby sacrifice, and I usually go to cancer orphanages because they don't have a life anyway.
Well, it's okay. Don't forget, my friend is the one who wants to get me into the cult. Okay, so he said he would be responsible for all that stuff.
Oh, so he's covered.
So his babies then.
I was gonna say. I mean, where do you guys prefer to get your live baby sacrifices? I prefer, like I said, cancer orphanages.
I was gonna say Home Depot.
Oh god.
I was gonna say, if you can't make your own, store-bought's fine.
Store-bought orphans is fine.
What about you, Grant?
For the live baby sacrifices,
Yeah, for your PC.
just hang out at like animal shelters.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Children and puppies / kittens /
Yeah, they did.
various other baby animals.
They don't have to be like human.
Yeah. That's how you know Zach is Grant is getting the special treatment because this shit's new.
This shit new.
That's how you get like a Linux computer, though. You know, if it's not a human, it's gonna be some weird off. Like Linux is mainly penguin sacrificers.
Penguin.
Apple is for the conservative people who don't want to kill babies, so they kill plants instead.
Ooh.
They chopped down those apple trees.
Yeah. That's why it's called Microsoft, because the babies are small and soft.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Anyways.
Good lord.
So
I don't know, Lord. No, the Lord ain't here.
the Lord ain't here. I look around and I see no God other than me. So games that we want to finish before.
How long is your training, Zach?
So it's gonna be if it turns out that I'm extremely good at this job, because apparently the majority of the job is it's a lot of like documentation that I have to remember. So given my history, I don't think it'll be that long, but the training has to be at least 4 months, but it could take up to 6.
Ooh. Very cool.
Apparently, people have been telling him it is like incredibly rigorous, which is, I think, pretty funny.
The lady that I did the interview with, like straight up said, like, if you're taking more than 2 college classes, this training will be too much for you. And I'm like, what the fuck is this training?
Honestly,
Man, those documents are no joke, dude.
Are you doing documents while fighting off like 15 ninjas or something?
I don't exactly know.
No, you have to read like 15 documents at once.
You have like protocols for like if a robbery comes in, a blood robber or vampire. I don't know.
Well, that's
like,
the thing. I'm not working at a blood bank. In fact, the job is mostly remote from home, so I don't even have to like commute that often. But it's just like,
yeah, they want their blood directly from you.
For me, exactly. That's why it's 5 to 6 months of training.
Yeah, they're like, all right, Zach, here's the garlic, the wooden stake, the Bible, the cross. All right, listen.
Right.
You gotta be able to hunt
watch this vampire killing documentary.
Yes.
Abraham
Lincoln.
I think it's just a speed run of Castlevania. That's your training video.
Learn how to wave dash, Zach.
Here's your Red Cross designated whip.
And then Zach just comes out like, no, you don't understand. I've been playing Vampire Slayer for a
Vampire
while.
Survivors.
Vampire Survivor,
I'm so good at this,
Survivors,
dude. I know exactly what weapons evolve with what. I'm so good.
You know, earlier today I had a kind of like, oh, that's how far I've come moment, like a realization of like progress, but not in a good way. In fact, in arguably a bad way, because I have these pants that are too big for me that I got for really, really cheap at the start of the school year, and I kept having to pull them up while moving stuff. So I was like, oh, I have a belt here, and I got my belt, and I looked, and I just took it off because I'm no longer moving stuff around. I don't need to worry about it, and like I realized that there's 5 holes on it, And then back when I was in college, I punched 2 more holes deeper in because I was that skinny. And I've gone from the little makeshift holes I made to like the second hole of like tightness, so the second loosest hole. And I'm like, man, I'm fatter than I was before.
There are a lot of holes.
How far you've
Got
come.
a lot of holes.
How far you got?
How far my gut. I say all the COVID weight has gone straight to my gut, and my fucking fat ass cellulose filled thighs.
Damn. Oh, I thought you said you're fat, just fat ass. I'm like, damn, Adrian. All right, I see you.
I definitely
It's
see
just
you.
my gut and my thighs mainly.
Damn.
Hello, Mikey. Welcome to stream.
Hey, Mike.
Welcome to stream. Anyways, as I was saying in graphic detail, my cellulose.
Right. Fat.
I
My fat.
I would appreciate
Absolute pump drop.
us returning to the because I do have
Do you-
personal investment in the topic.
Do you not want us to talk about Adrian's fat ass?
Yeah.
Zach,
I'm okay with talking about Adrian's fat ass, but maybe not while we have something a little bit more pressing at the moment.
What could possibly be more
I was
pressing?
gonna say, Zach, you have a new job. No one gives a shit. Anyway, my fat. No.
Oh, Mikey's like, Adrian throwing it back for real, dude.
Oh,
Oh my god.
damn, Adrian, is it your birthday? Because where you going with all that cake?
Oh.
Yeah, say, call me the garbage disposal man because I've got a dump truck back there.
Oh, damn.
Big dumpy.
What the fuck? Oh, I am Gooigi. There you go.
You like big dumpy Lawrence?
That's ridiculous.
So I think regarding the games, going back to the actual one. I did. Wait, are we just considering the ones after Pocket? Whatever.
Well, so
Are you
because like I
adding
know
them?
you and I had a conversation on our own,
Yeah.
Grant. Some of those I would appreciate having transcribed onto
Okay,
this
sure.
new list,
Let me-
because having a single place to look at a list would be nice.
I will say I am very like Professor Layton stuff. I'm actually quite.
The
Yes.
the Professor
excited
Layton stuff
about.
I would love to play, but it is quite long.
I would say you don't need. I don't know why you chose like the European names or whatever.
Were they not different? I just went by whatever ROMs I had.
Yeah, so those are like the European names. So Professor Layton and the Lost Future is Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. And Spectre's Call is Last Spectre. Curious Village and Diabolical Box are the same though.
See, Zach, you almost made a critical mistake. If you play the European release and you're not European, the game kills you.
That's
Oh,
true.
fuck.
It reaches
Oh,
out.
yikes.
Finally.
And technically, Curious Village, Diabolical Box, and Unwound Future are kind of like a trilogy. You don't really need Last Spectre. A, because I don't really like it. It's not that good.
Okay.
And B, it's a prequel to the games. It acts as a prequel trilogy.
So how about instead of because I just put the full list on there because I didn't know any better. What if we played like one Professor Layton game at some point? Because I do hear that they're very good.
They're fantastic. The problem is Unwound Future is by far the best, but it's the last of the trilogy. We could
Start with
probably start with
Ace Attorney
Diabol-
crossover.
I'm not
Or
doing the
Ace
Ace Attorney
Attorney
crossover.
I would say we do Diabolical Box.
You say
'Cause
Diabolical
Curious-
Box. Okay.
That's like the second one. Curious Village is the first. You don't really need to know a whole lot for Diabolical Box.
If you wouldn't mind, would you
there's
just
so much
would you
more.
just put Diabolical Box just so that way I
Yeah,
remember to not put the other 3 on the list? Oh my god, I just smashed
Lady
this
Layton?
up. Look at me go. Mikey says he modded his 2DS so he can play those games whenever he wants. Cool. Excitement.
Yo.
Nice.
What
So you're
about
doing
Lady Layton?
your 3DS to us then, Mikey.
Yeah, you gotta loan me your 2DS, man. I promise
the
I'll get
stream,
it back
right?
to you within 5 to 6 weeks, maybe.
within
do
it
it for the
being in the
stream.
same shape, same condition.
I didn't
Make
say
sure
that.
you give
Zaba
your
said
full
that.
return address too, so Zach can return it to you, and definitely not show it on screen during the stream.
But also give me your credit card information.
Also your social security number and mother's maiden name and life savings too.
Back to the back to the classics.
Classic Zach asking for people's credit card information.
Yes.
Classic Zach.
Classic Zach.
yes.
You know what they call it? They call him Thief Zach. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, give him his information.
Anyway, here's the pop-up for you to enter your information.
I said it before and I'll say it again. I still really want to play Chrono Trigger, but I do fully understand that game is like 60 hours long, and if we were to do the voice acting like I originally wanted, I have from like past experiences, I know that if we're doing voice acting, we have to double the length of the game, and 120 hours spent on one game when there's so many others that we want to play doesn't seem very fair.
Fair enough.
So,
Yeah, but it would be my first time playing Chrono Trigger too.
It would be my first time as well.
oh my, well, oh, man, okay, that would be really funny. Shit. But I would have to get it. I would have to get his like dialogue ahead of time so I could read it. Oh, that'd be so good though. God damn it, Jesse.
What about Paper Mario TTYD and Super Paper Mario?
I want to do both.
Cream.
Yes.
Thousand Year Door we can do with little to no difficulty because there's no
already?
motion.
Oh, well, Super Mario
Did you do
64.
Yeah, you just get it from
Mario 64?
No, Paper Mario 64.
What's Paper Mario 64?
the original Paper Mario.
Oh,
But what about
I mean,
Super
listen.
Mario 64?
Listen, it's it might be where the magic originated from, but I don't think it's super necessary. Perhaps it's still a good game, but I'm okay with passing up on it. I think maybe for now.
You guys just hear that?
Hear what?
Okay. I think I've gotten to the point where I've set my mic sensitivity just perfectly enough that it doesn't catch me doing gross shit like blowing my nose or eating, but it does catch me speaking.
I mean, that's convenient if that's how that works.
Because I just blew my nose really fucking loud.
Fair enough.
Didn't even move away from the mic when I did it.
Oh my god, look at all the mice.
Rats.
So Paper Mario TTYD will be easy because Dolphin and I mean very real, obvious.
Legitimate
Marine biology
yada yada.
booster.
It has the GameCube that has a dolphin decals on it, right?
I
Well, 'cause
just,
I mean,
I just
'cause
keep
the-
my
'cause the-
legitimate DS
Yeah.
with my dolphin.
Well, because the
my,
thing,
you know,
the
my
thing is
pool.
that I also really want to play Wario Land Shake It, but that one obviously requires like good motion controls. So I mean, in theory, if I was really willing to do so, I could just order. I think we have a Wii controller somewhere. I had to go find it, but
Literally go in the attic and just dig it up from a box.
Yo, where do we at?
where's the Wii, dude?
Yo, pass the weed.
But I
Yeah.
could in theory I could find it, and then I could just order off like Amazon an IR bar
Yeah.
because that
Doesn't-
works with Dolphin. So
Doesn't a candle work?
well, yes, but you still need the IR bar in order to receive the signal from the Wii.
Yeah.
I cannot just light a candle in front of my monitor and use a Wii controller. That's not how that works.
and
Well, what if it was?
But what if it did work that way though?
But what if?
But what if?
What else we got? I mean, I said Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD.
I am super
don't know
okay
if we'll
with
get to
those.
Oh, are you?
I want to be on
Steamroller.
stream for that. I would be on stream for that.
Pokemon
I don't think any of my
Coliseum.
suggestions would matter because I think half of them are just, what is it, Sunday streams?
Sunday streams anyway, which
Oh
isn't
my
going anywhere.
Yeah.
Golly,
Oh,
Pokemon.
Sunday streams is staying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so
I
the
wouldn't be
Friday and
working on
Saturdays off.
Sundays.
No, right, because I didn't know if it was like you said, no more streaming on Friday or Saturday, so I didn't know if it was like moving all the streaming gang to Sunday or if Sunday stream is staying.
My
Just
plan was to still keep
leaving.
Sunday stream, and then it would be nice to have Adrian and Grant and Jesse visit on occasion. It'd be nice.
Pokemon Coliseum on How Long to Beat is 24 hours. XD is 27.
That's not that bad.
It's a lot more than I thought.
Does that include
Mikey, I
does that
think I
include like grinding or something?
It's Probably.
You will
I
have
mean,
to do some grinding and
Well, because I mean, like
at
grinding,
least.
I can
In
just do
Coliseum.
off stream.
Yeah, because I know Coliseum specifically needs you
Coliseum's
need to
hard.
grind in that game.
Yeah, it's a hard game.
It gets hard.
XD
like,
makes it easier
yeah.
to grind.
But yeah, Mikey, I did message you reminding you to do that, but I guess you forgot. You can go ahead
Well, I
and
mean,
add that in the game ideas.
I saw his suggestion anyway, and I looked at the game and I was like, dude, this is some furry shit. It looks good though. Like the artwork is still really nice, but I was like, dude, this is.
Hey Zach, if we're gonna play Beacon Pines at a certain point, I don't know, we have to give some leeway.
That is true. We have to give some leeway to furry shit, and I think that's fine.
As I say, you have me on stream.
I guess so. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's on the list, but like, you know, there might be things that are a little bit more prescient given the limited time that we have to get this done theoretically.
999.
999. Like that's a game I have not played, but it was in the conversation that I had, which also inspired me to play Ghost Trick. So, given how good Ghost Trick was, I also like that same person also suggested 999. So I'm like, well, I gotta respect it now because Ghost Trick was fucking awesome.
If you're going to delve into the nonary games, you might as well go into Dingus Rumpus.
Dingus
I'm not
Rumpus.
doing Danganronpa.
I'm not doing Dangle Grandpa.
I thought you were talking about the
Dang
little
old
flash. Go shit
grandpa.
yourself.
No.
Has anyone ever?
Actually,
pretty
wait. Jesse, is 999 a nonary game?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
because
part
I
of the-
own
it's part of
that on
series.
Steam as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
He owns all
999 was the
of
original game.
Okay.
99.
Minish Cap.
Minish Cap, I think we could do within a reasonable amount of time, and I also think, like, I think I would enjoy Minish Cap.
Okay.
You know?
Wonderful 101.
Oh God, Wonderful 101 would also be great. Like, no scare.
To the overall list. And Mario Sunshine and Galaxy.
Those are also see
Mario
they're-
Galaxy.
Yo,
Unless
Galaxy,
you want to do
but Luigi mode.
100%, like it does take some time to.
You gotta
that.
beat the game with Mario and then beat the game again with Luigi.
what's the how long to beat on Mario Galaxy?
For Mario Galaxy, it is Mario Galaxy. It's loading 13 and a half hours.
That's no problem. We could do that within a couple of streams.
Mario Sunshine is 15 hours.
Yeah, but it's not good. No, I'm just kidding. That's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, controversial statement.
Do we still want Chrono Trigger on the list?
But in the back, bro.
But I'm about to say I want it on the list,
Put it at
but it
the
will
bottom.
most likely be pretty far back on the list. Yeah.
Okay. So, are there any others or any other suggestions that people have?
I think Grant previously, when me and him were talking, he just went through my Steam library.
I did go through his library, and I recommended LA Noire, which he quickly shot down for
LA
obvious
Noire
reasons.
is a great game. Like, it's a fun time, but it does have like on-screen nudity, and it will get my channel banned.
I also
Word up.
Spyro
Just have them
was-
ready. Just have the censor bar ready, Zach.
Get ready to shut down the stream at any second.
At any moment. Oh my God! Look at all this money.
I recommended the Spyro trilogy.
Here's what we'll do, right? Me, Grant, Lawrence, and Saba all live near enough to you'll play the audio of LA Noire, but then me and the gang will live stream us acting out what we with varying costumes and disguises.
That'd be amazing. I'd love to do that.
Literally just in the basement somewhere.
Yeah.
And then when it cuts to a sex scene, it'll just cut to a zoom in of us using Barbie dolls.
See,
but
you're
other than that, we keep it
you're
real.
suggesting like Germa level shit. Like just
Cuts
all
to us
the
reading from
bits.
the Bible.
Yeah. But so aside from the sex scenes, we keep everything else real. One of the scenes calls for me being stabbed and then pushed in front of a car.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We actually kill Lawrence.
That will just be done in hard mode.
And we have to say all the racial slurs, of course.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We all definitely have permission to say all the racial slurs in that game.
Oh,
yeah.
you know another one. You know another one that I just thought of, Grant. Psychonauts.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Psychonauts was on my personal list.
Psychonauts. I voted for Alien Isolation as well.
If we're doing that, it would be for a Halloween special with Saba on
And Saba will
controls.
be-
No, I
Yeah.
literally will not be able to play the game. That's no content.
Absolutely, you will.
Where's
I
theater
played a
mode
game
dollhouse
with
stream?
spiders, Saba. You do.
Yeah, Mikey, I know you
It would
suggested.
be
I know you
no
suggested
content
Psychonauts. That's
because
why you
my heart
reminded
rate
me.
will be so. Do you want me to go into cardiac arrest? Is
What do you
this
think
what
my
I'm
heart
hearing?
rate was?
That would be like one of a chance content. It would be so amazing.
And then I'll never be on stream again because I'll be dead.
Well,
That's fine.
Oh, I see. Not big of a loss. Okay, I get it.
Lawrence had to do spiders for his
Spider
stream.
hunting.
He had to do
And
spiders.
he will be, and I will admittedly say he is stronger than I am. In every way, shape, or form.
I don't know, man. I was on the verge of tears. Like, oh shit. But thank you for agreeing to do the
not-
stream, Saba.
I
Not to
know
dox you,
there's no
Saba.
agreement.
Anyways, move on to the next
There is
game.
no agreement.
There's no.
Not to dox
there's
you,
no-
Saba, but your birthday does
You do
fall on
not
a
have my
Sunday
blood
this
pass
year.
on you. I did not sign anything. There is no
Blood
blood
pass.
fingerprint.
If
falls on a Sunday.
Saba's birthday fell on a Sunday this year, first off, I don't even know if we would be streaming on her birthday. But if we did, we would be doing something that would be more suited for her specifically, I guess. You know?
Yeah, Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes. Hey, how do I get this guy when he has his sunglasses on?
You have to do the shockwave thing next to him.
Yeah.
When you pull both triggers.
Ah, okay. Thank you. I forgot about that.
All right. So this is the full list of what we have right now.
So far.
So far. What other spider games are there?
What?
There's web games. I think
What can we do this year for Lawrence?
it's webbed.
There is web. That is true.
That's a new game.
Yeah, it's an
Hey,
indie game where you play
Lawrence.
as a little spider who has to make a web and get across the level.
Hey Lawrence, you get to play your favorite video game, Skyrim. Oh yes, but I modded it so that everything is a spider. Oh no.
Including you. You are a spider. You become what you feared most.
Oh no.
Oh, look at the chairs.
That's pretty sick.
Oh, you know, I just remembered that in the RPG that I've been playing with my friends, there's a spider person race. I want to see what Lawrence thinks of them.
Oh no.
Now Mikey brings up Super Mystery Dungeon, and I do definitely want to play Super Mystery Dungeon. I'm still just interested in that in general, but
Yo, 3DS game.
well, that's the thing. So like, you know, I do have a ROM for it, but I think that might be like a perfect game to, like, if I am ever able to successfully change my schedule to be Sunday to Tuesday or Sunday to Thursday instead of Tuesday to Saturday, and we get like the Friday Saturday streams back, I think that would be a great thing to like start the next like session of streaming with, would be Super Mystery Dungeon. I think that'd be great.
Very.
What do you think of
That's
these
not even
spider
really
people?
a spider, man.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man?
Spiders, man?
Spiders,
No, that's not
man.
bad.
He looks more like an owl.
And then they have
I don't like looking at the face, but that's fine.
and then they have like abilities where they can turn into full spiders too.
Oh, why? it was fine.
Oh, there they
Oh,
are.
that's kind of
Cute.
cute, though.
Dumping
Oh,
spider.
absolutely not. No.
You're
Hell
like,
no.
that's
so good.
No, absolutely
these
not.
guys, what's wrong with these guys?
They're unnerving.
They're just little guys.
They're just little fellas.
Oh,
What are you gonna do?
They're just little dudes hanging out.
Hey, Lawrence, how do you feel about the concept of dream spiders?
what the fuck?
No spiders in your dreams?
Are you combining my fears too, or like my internal fears rather than the external fears?
So that's a
Dream spider.
Dream spider sounds like well, it's a nightmare.
here's a dream spider.
See, like I don't like that.
Oh,
The top ones were
no.
kind of cute. That's not cute.
I'm a little scared to ask this question, but why are they called dream spiders?
It's actually not because they appear in your dreams necessarily, but it's because they have a hallucinogenic poison that makes you almost dream while awake.
That's maybe worse.
I'm about to say, for Lord specifically, that might be worse.
So they have a
Because if I'm
hallucinogenic
sleeping and
poison.
dreaming, I know it's a sleep dream. But if I'm awake and dreaming, that's fucked.
But
I was gonna say,
Lawrence,
it-
allow me to ask you this: what's the real difference between you sleep dreaming and what you're doing right now?
I'm a little more aware and less afraid. And fuck
Oh,
you.
sorry, did I say sleep dreaming? I meant wake dreaming.
Oh,
I
well,
was gonna say,
that's the problem, ain't it?
The poison is also harvested sometimes to make a drug known as shiver.
Is it a good
Giggity.
drug?
The drug makes you less
Having a
scared
good
of things,
time.
but it also makes you pass out after a little bit.
Hmm.
The star.
That
key.
sounds interesting. But then again, I don't know how I feel like, yeah, wow, this drug is pretty good. Where'd you get it from? Oh, dream spiders.
Long.
Would I feel scared, or would the drugs already have taken effect?
Would you be just all right?
Yeah. Well, it's like, oh, good thing I took this drug, so I don't have to be afraid.
Yeah.
Hey, Grant.
Yes.
Do you remember how I get into this fourth store?
I believe you have to do this. You have to like suck on the scissors. Yeah, you have to expand the scissors.
You gotta
Oh.
suck on the scissors.
You gotta suck
You
off
gotta
the
blow the
scissors.
fan.
You gotta,
You gotta
suck and
flash
blow.
Oh, and then I gotta do it
Ghost.
with Gooigi.
Luigi.
Gooigi, you're my friend. How are you? Fuck. Give him a good suck. There you go.
But if you don't like the suck, give him the blow.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. Okay, I mean,
We are
like,
back, ladies and
all things created equal. That's a pretty good list we have so far already. Like even with just that right there, that'll definitely take us to the end of my training.
For sure.
Now, obviously, if there's something that someone has more of a drive to play than that, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Fortnite.
Forever hold.
We're not playing Fortnite.
You fool.
God, I'd
could
be
you
so
forget
upset if we played
Fortnite?
Fortnite and it was my most popular stream by far.
Oh, I mean,
That'd be
Holy
real
shit!
funny.
Lawrence, look away!
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Holy crap! That was awful.
That is
actually-
yeah, no.
Do you not think Fortnite would be more?
What'd you say?
Do you not think Fortnite would be your most popular stream?
No, I think he's saying
I'm not.
it could
It's
be.
not whether or not I think it would be my most popular stream. It's whether or not I could stomach the idea that it might be.
I was gonna say it very well might be, and you and I think know this.
Everyone knows this. That's why I became a Fortnite streamer.
That's true.
Wait,
One
Zach,
day. What day was that again?
Yes.
the answer to the question is yes. That day. Yeah, but why does Luigi pass out when Gooigi summoned?
Because
Does
his
it come
consciousness
on?
gets pulled into the goo.
Ah.
Yes.
Just like ours.
I was
True.
gonna say my goo body is a little more efficient than Gooigi's.
Zach,
Oh,
we should play
no.
Risk of Rain 2. I don't think we've played it yet. I think it'd be a really good
I
content
think,
for
you know
the
what?
channel.
We should feature that on the channel. I agree.
Yeah,
Zach, we should
think
play
it's-
Starbound.
I don't want to play Starbound.
We should play Star
Actually, you know
Wars.
what? It's probably gotten a lot better than it
I've
was
been
when I
getting
last
into
played
it
it.
recently.
Oh my god. Fucking Surprised,
No, I
surprised
fell
Luigi
on an
didn't get
escalator
mulched.
once.
Gooigi dies all the
that
time.
turn
It's
out?
fine. You just need more goo, and then Gooigi comes back.
Did you fall up or down?
It's rage.
man.
You guys think Luigi's made of Luigi's boogers?
Yes.
Probably.
I would like not to think like that. I'd pray that's not the case.
And what would you think it's made out of? Not goo.
Luigi brain
Why did you
matter.
ask that like Johnny Bravo words? What do you think it's made of?
Slam the
Whoa there.
Whoa there.
Oh, I need to use. Oh my god, Grant, this was so much easier when we had when we were together.
It sure was. I think Luigi's made out of Luigi's brain matter.
Luigi Mater.
Green.
Luigi raid.
Why is Luigi's brain matter green?
Well,
Because he's new.
because he's Luigi.
Yeah.
His brain's new?
Yeah, he's
Well,
green.
you see the birds and the bees. Anyways, goo.
What do you see with
Nice slam poetry, Lawrence.
You're welcome.
Should really bring that one out at the local coffee shop's poetry night.
Yeah.
I can
Birds
see
and the
Lawrence
bees,
now with-
and then he's done. He
I can
gets up
see
on
Lawrence now with,
stage, clears his throat.
Yeah.
And then everyone snaps.
I'm
Yeah.
imagining him with the costume of the one girl from the Goofy movie where he's got a little black
I was
beret and,
legit
like,
thinking the
turtleneck
same thing.
and little
The
circular
all
black
black.
glasses.
Oh my god. Lawrence, why would you wear such a thing?
Because he looked good in it.
Oh.
Do you guys hear that loud noise?
No.
No.
Okay. My laundry machine at my new place is testy, so it's making loud noises at me saying I don't want to do it.
It's fighting back.
I don't want to clean.
How often would you guys say that you anthropomorphize things?
Like, give them human-like traits, just in general?
Yeah.
Quite often.
You mean just like thinking about it or drawing it?
Just thinking about things as if they're people when they're not.
Oof.
When they're not a people.
A good amount of time, I guess.
Yeah.
Would you say it happens more often with things that you like, dislike, or are neutral about?
Dislike.
Really?
Why dislike?
A little bit of both.
Because I get pissed off at the object, and I'm like, what the fuck's your problem? What did I do to you? So that, I mean, that happens more often than something I like.
You know what? Actually, now I think about it, I agree with Grant. It's that because like if something is doing its job, then just there's nothing to.
It's doing its job.
It's doing its job. I say, but if something's not doing its job, say like a chair that's moved like an inch to the left, and thus making you stub your toe,
Yeah.
it's gonna get yelling.
Exactly.
It's gonna get yelling. You can't do nothing about it. So yeah.
Are you gonna one cycle this?
Oh, blurt, mall cop ghost.
It's the poltergeist.
Nice.
Paul, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
Oh, that's great. Luigi time.
That's real funny. You're fired.
Okay, yeah. I knew this day would come.
Yeah.
Here's my badge. Here's my gun.
You're either fired or you're let go
Does
in 6
Luigi
months.
then have like a form of telepathy where he can project his mind into like?
Yes, that's why it makes him more powerful than Mario.
Wow.
Grant, you remember the thing that happens with Mario at the end of the game?
Yes.
I remember us seeing that, and I just had to like pause the game because I was like, wait a minute, that just means that Mario is ridiculous. Like,
Mario is off his shits.
oh, it was so good.
I wish I knew what you guys are talking about.
You'll see it when
Yeah.
we get there.
Yeah,
It'll
tell us
It'll
right
be
now.
exciting.
while you're
It should
live.
also be noted, by the way, that like even though we made like a very short list of like the games to play, oh my god, look at all these oranges.
Oh,
Nom.
We still have
Kirby be
Luigi's
gone.
Mansion and Pikmin 3 to finish first.
Yeah.
First Luigi's
are we
Mansion?
doing Pikmin?
Yeah,
No,
we're
Pikmin 3.
gonna go back. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's
that's the extra
there's
Luigi's Mansion 3, I
a
think.
prologue and an epilogue to Pikmin
He has
3.
the extra content to go through.
They're not crazy long. I could probably do them in like 3 streams.
Bigman.
Hello? Oh, there you go. I gotta make sure I clean up a little bit before we leave.
They should have combined Luigi's Mansion 3 with like a cleaning simulator.
That is Luigi's
Oh,
Mansion.
yeah.
Yeah, but like it should be an official like. They should make a game where it's like Luigi's Cleaning Company, Cleaning and Co.
They should make a game- They should make a game where Mario and Luigi move into a new house, and Mario uses flood, and Luigi uses the vacuum to clean up.
Ooh, Mario washes everything and Luigi vacuums up all the debris.
Like
That'd be
Power
great.
Wash Simulator.
Yeah.
Power washing simulator, but it's Mario with flood.
Yeah.
Nintendo, where you at?
Yeah.
Fucking this
We're
is
giving you
gold.
gold.
It would appeal to Mario and Luigi's aging demographic.
They're rapidly aging, ancient demographic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys
exactly.
want to explore space? No, dude. Guys want to power wash? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Why not?
like the TV Robo originally did though.
You know
Yeah, but
what?
people
Why
didn't like that.
hasn't there been a Pikmin Chibi Robo crossover?
There should be. But because
I don't know.
GB Robo died after Ziplash,
Yeah, basically. Unfortunate.
Nintendo took him out back and just kind of haven't seen him since.
We've seen trophies of him in Smash Mesh.
Yeah, that's like seeing pictures on the milk cartons.
We've
He's still around, kinda.
Maybe.
Oh, I just thought of Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash.
Oh.
Would you guys like to play Super Smash Bros. Sometime?
I would love to play
I had a
Super
Switch, I
Smush
would.
Brothers.
I'm complete garbage on it, so yes, I would.
I was gonna say. I'm trying to think of a.
No.
I'm trying to think of a good Smash Bros. Character that you can change just one letter for.
Just one letter of their name?
Yeah. So I'm like playing this little knack.
That's also a video game character.
Yeah. Or what's another one I could think of? King BBB. Have you guys seen that post where it's like the B and the D in the word abdomen? Where it's
No.
like two fat guys facing each other. They're shaped like letters B and D.
Okay.
Adrian, I dread the day that I discover the same internet that you apparently browse every day.
Hey,
And that day is now. Quick share.
No!
Go to bed.
No,
you go.
please. Aw, damn it.
The letters B and D face showing the word abdomen.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's so good.
It's so specific.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, I saw this on Twitter. I had to look at it. I didn't save it, but if you look it up, that shows up.
Oh yeah.
Oh Christ, what the hell? Hang on. I found a mnemonic for how to memorize the difference between B and D, but I don't think I would ever want to use this one because it's not great.
Oh no. What is it?
Belly.
Oh god.
Wallace, Lewis, Warren, Mark. I like Mark.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I like Warren.
Why are they lacking hair completely? Not even like eyelashes or eyebrows. I mean, Wallace has sideburns, so I guess that's something.
Yeah, true.
I don't like these people.
So,
I don't like baby-faced Luigi.
I don't like Mark. He's like a Cabbage Patch Kid that
Why have they all gone through chemo?
Hey, listen, you gotta respect them. They went through chemo.
I do. It's just upsetting.
Stinky cheese. Oh, you know what? While we're here, I don't know. We're pretty much done with the aforementioned topic. I think that what the fuck? I think that what I'll end up doing is after stream tonight, I will endeavor to like how long to beat everything and organize them by how much I want to play the individual games, I suppose, and make like a list, and then we'll just tackle that list one at a time best as we can. But with that being said, Jesse, you have a decent number of banter topics that have been waiting in the hopper for a while. Would you want to tackle some of them?
No.
I'm about to say, apparently not.
I mean, we can. I don't know where to start. But I guess we could start with the things you associated with food, despite the thing in question being completely non-edible.
Like Tide Pods?
So, context of
example.
this was I went to Costco on that day, and then I saw like a stand for a banana boat.
Yo.
And I'm like,
Banana
man, when I was younger, I thought Banana Boat was like a candy store. It was not. It just sell sunblock.
That's true.
True.
I guess it's just like naming, right? Stuff that's like relatable, that's supposed to be fun. Naming. So like, I guess
I thought Saba was about to get really violent about food.
naming.
Oh no.
I don't know why actually banana. I think the boat like obviously implies like outdoors. I don't know.
Yeah, but have you seen the logo?
Yeah, it's an actual banana. Yeah, right.
It looks like a candy logo.
I would say that Banana Republic makes me think of bananas.
Yeah, like
I can't imagine why.
I don't get some of them.
Yeah, please explain your reasoning.
Well,
Cite your
Please
sources.
cite your sources,
Yeah.
Adrian.
my sources that I made it up.
Who the fuck up? Oh shit!
My sources that I made it the fuck up.
I love that meme.
Nice argument, Senator.
That's just my lifestyle.
My sources that I made it the fuck up.
Does that include standing on top of a mech with a ripped shirt?
Yes, but
Absolutely.
instead of me being swole as hell, it's just me being kind of pudgy.
But the shirt's still ripped, yeah.
The shirt is still ripped, and I still have the same nanite like thing going on. So like,
Nanomachines,
I
son.
still have the same nanomachines that he did. Just the difference is that I'm not like fucking ripped to shreds. I'm just a guy.
You're saying like your calves or your thighs aren't thicker than like any part of your body? Like they are the thickest part of your body?
Hell yeah, dog.
Have you guys heard what they're putting in the new vaccines?
They are.
Come.
Damn it, Grant.
Fools! We put fucking cum in all the vaccines, you idiot!
That's what Pfizer sounds like in my head.
How did you know?
I saw it.
I posted that.
Oh, you did? Damn.
Bananas. Luigi's. Got him.
I've taken the life force now. I'm stronger because of it.
That's what happens when you see a joke coming.
No, I was talking about the vaccine.
No.
Oh,
Have any of you guys had Bonchon?
no.
It's
Fried?
it's a Korean chicken place. It's pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Wait, I know that place. I like Vaughn's better.
Saba heard Korean chicken.
And I'm like, you're not allowed
Neuron
to go them.
activation.
Neuron activation.
Lawrence and Grant haven't tried it. I need to show it to them.
That's true. Once Lawrence's mother changes her career.
Like mother and father, they're both nurses.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
are they really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
just
no
have them
hope.
change it.
How about you just
Yeah.
quarantine yourself, Lawrence, for a while and then come back?
Can I ask,
Rent an Airbnb for like a month.
Yeah.
do you guys think that you're athletic enough to do the Sonic, like, advanced jumping in the air and pointing pose?
Don't
Jumping
you have
in
to
the
like
air and-
spin around and then point?
No, not really.
Wow.
Just kind of like stick your hand under your leg and
You
like
gotta
kick
do
your
the
leg
Sonic
up.
Adventure pose.
Because I was
Oh.
thinking Sonic Adventure pose. Here, this
Do you have
one.
a picture of it?
I do. Hang on. I almost posted it.
Yo, Squidward doing it though?
No, here.
Have you seen the
Oh.
Squidward one?
Oh, I think I can do that.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Could I do it well? No, but I could.
Yeah, exactly. I could do it. I'd probably like eat shit afterwards, but
Yeah. I'll be like, how dare my hand be below my feet as I'm landing onto the ground?
yeah, crunch
Crunch.
as you snap your hand and
Crunch.
wrist.
Yeah.
Why is there just dollar bills in a toilet?
Don't worry about it.
I am worried, Jesse. I can't help but be worried.
He's a
The
very
drug money that they had to flush now.
Oh yeah, you know what? That actually makes kind of sense. What would that be fucking nuts if the list of like the games that we've made today, and it's like the first game we play after Pikmin 3 is just Wonderful 101 since I'm already using the Switch. Hello.
oh,
Jesse,
Yes,
you had another topic. I know you did.
I have several topics.
Do not lie to me. I know you had more than that.
like how we didn't all answer the first question though.
The question of associating things, associating non-food things with food. I don't know, because like the thing that Grant said was like my initial response to that was like things that I thought of as being like, you know, when I was like younger, I'd be like, oh man, I bet that tastes really good.
You know what? You know what I thought would taste nice when I didn't have critical thinking skills was the blue stuff they put tools in hair salons.
It's
Can't say I'm familiar
Gatorade.
enough with that.
Trust me.
I guess in that case, shaving cream.
You know what? I was
the
just about to
bottle?
say shaving cream.
I'm about to say the
whipped
bottle
cream?
has got that red, blue, and
First
white.
whipped cream.
It looks like
Yeah.
a candy cane.
Absolutely, the whole cursed. I'm about to say candy cane cursed whipped cream.
Same with barbershop poles.
So I don't know how
Giant.
familiar you guys are with this sort of thing, but you know the I think it's chlorine that you use to shock like in-ground pools.
Yeah.
Is anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, people are familiar with that. Apparently, like a long time ago, they didn't used to chemically alter the chlorine at all, and you would expect it to smell like a pool, right? Because it was chlorine. But apparently, without any sort of chemical alterations whatsoever, before being mixed in with water and other subsequent chemicals, it smells very sweet.
Oh boy.
And I remember as a kid, because we had an in-ground pool, my dad just had like 5 or 6 gallons of like really old chlorine to shock the pool. And it was just the sort of thing where like I'd be outside hanging out. Dad's getting the pool ready for summer, so that's all exciting and whatnot. And he would like open up the thing and be like, "Oh man, that smells so good."
And then you get your traditional Zach mouthfuls of chlorine pool water.
The traditional, yes.
You're shocking the pool, so Zach just goes inside and comes out with a straw. Like, I'm ready.
So I would say rocks.
Yo, rocks?
Rock?
Yeah.
Rocks?
I know why, because there's like these rock
hang on.
candies, right? So it's like I never tell what's like chocolate or just what's like a rock.
I've definitely
rocks all the
seen
time?
like rocks on the ground that were pretty enough to be like, that could be like food in like a Disney movie.
Yeah, that could be just like rock dust, or it could be sugar.
You don't know. You can't
dude,
convince me of either one.
This morning when I first got up, I legitimately saw a picture of a geode, and my first thought was, spinach puff.
Spinach puff.
Here, look. Spinach puff.
If that's what your spinach looks like, you probably needed to make those puffs a lot sooner than you did.
To be fair, I had just woken up and hadn't wiped my eyes yet.
Spinach puff.
PVC pipe glue.
It just looks
There
so...
you go. I can't tell if it's,
See, those could be jelly beans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Sabi, you're supposed to show pictures of rocks, not jelly beans. 'Cause that's bubblegum flavor right there.
That's bubblegum flavor.
Those I don't
They're
agree
round
with.
rock.
That looks like moldy bread.
Or
potatoes.
Cool. Rice
pot-
buns.
I guess I'm not really familiar with what potatoes look like.
Alright, I gotta get going.
Different
Goodbye,
assortments of
everyone.
sweet buns.
Oh, goodbye.
Who just left?
Lawrence? Oh, Grant.
Yeah, Lawrence has left.
Oh, it was 9,
unfortunately.
so it made sense that Grant had to leave. Wait a minute, I thought Grant didn't leave. I thought Grant didn't leave on Saturdays.
He did leave
Oh,
He
right.
does leave.
on all weekends.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Jesse. It was a
Yeah,
good topic.
a little more in depth. Let
Hey,
him
who
know.
would win in a
Rock
fight,
buns.
Pac-Man or Face Man?
Isn't Face Man just a regular man?
Yeah, but he's got a face.
He's got a
But he's got a face, though.
as opposed to not having a face. I don't know. Pac-Man's a little. I think Pac-Man.
Pac-Man versus Face Man, not Pac-Man.
Oh no.
Probably the Hat-Man, if that
Hatman
helps.
was a mini boss from Shovel Knight, and he was pretty tough.
No.
I think Face Man. Face Man has the extra ability of biting his enemies. Hatman.
You don't know exactly what Hatman's wearing, though.
Yeah.
He could be wearing one. He could be
hat.
wearing one of those like German wartime helmets.
Oh, it's the one with a little spike on top?
Yeah. He could be wearing a Viking helmet. You don't know.
Those are
Yeah.
technically hats.
Those are technically hats. They were a fashion at one point.
At one point, they're fashionable now.
You're right about that.
Fucking damn it.
Little do we know, Zach right now is actually wearing one of those hats.
That's actually the reason why it took so long to get stream started today. I was looking for my Viking
the winner
hat.
of Wingspan gets the hat.
Gets
for
the Viking
Zach
helmet.
was trying to figure out a way to wear his earphones and the pickle like spike helmet at the same time.
I'd call it pickle.
Pickled spike helmets.
I was gonna say the name is something to do with pickles. I don't remember what exactly though.
Is that
Hang on,
true?
German's
I
think
did
so.
not know that.
German spike helmet. It's a pickle helm.
Pickle helmet.
Pickle helm.
It's a pickle helm, but pickle is spelled P-I-C-K-E-L.
Pickle.
Pekin.
Ah, those Germans and how they spell everything wrong.
Yeah.
No wonder they're so historically angry. They can't spell anything right.
How fucking dare they?
Wow!
I want to say that one of the reasons the helms had a spike on the end was to like so you could plant it in the ground and cook soup with it or something.
That sounds just as ridiculous
sounds pretty
as
amazing.
I remember the one that my grandfather told me a while back was that they had the spike on them because it was supposed to be like a bragging thing from the German military, saying that their soldiers were so tireless that they didn't even need to sit down on their own hats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then again, that was my grandfather. So
My father speaks the truth only. How dare you?
I think I mentioned this before, but my grandfather has been having a hell of a time with his esophageal cancer recently. And one of the biggest problems that's been happening post surgery is that he's, he's supposed to be doing rehab or whatever, but both him and my grandmother are incredibly mistrusting of any medical professional who's not white.
Oh,
Fantastic.
boy.
So it's the sort of thing where it's just like it's a doctor, just like any other doctor, but because he has a wee bit of an accent and his skin's a little bit brown, they're like, we want a second opinion.
Damn.
And I'm like,
Well, Zach,
damn it.
if it makes you feel better, have this image.
Pasta when you forget to stir it for 30 seconds. Excuse you, if you're doing that, you didn't put enough salt in the water.
Okay, Postuman.
Okay, pasta. I had to pour salt all over you. Stop hugging.
I feel like I'm doing this correctly.
I suck up the smoke.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. A lot of smoke, though.
Lawrence,
You need help.
Oh, duh. Thank you.
do you speak any Tagalog? I don't remember.
Tagalog.
I don't.
Sorry.
Very, very little.
I was gonna say I'm the same with Vietnamese. I know how to say like a few relative titles, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, I've been. I told myself that for the year I want to try to like learn some phrases.
Can you understand it any better?
Not really. I mean, some of the phrases that I already know are just because my parents have always been saying it all the time. As I was growing up, so I was like, yeah, I know when they say to go shower or it's time to eat.
Oh, and they say, "Stop hitting me, Lawrence,
Stop
please.
hitting me, Lawrence,
Please,
please."
Lawrence,
Yeah.
it's
You
so
know that
much
phrase.
pain.
Stop attacking people in the street, Lawrence. You know, stop eating things with your hands. We have utensils.
Oh, yeah.
Things like that they would say to you constantly. Yeah.
Stop robbing the banks. We already
Please
have too
have
much
mercy.
money.
You're my child.
Stop eating the dogs.
Well,
Well, listen, I'm Vietnamese.
No, trust me, we have. There's a little bit of that too.
I was gonna say we share that in common. We're both
Yeah.
Southeast
We are,
Asian.
we
and
are Southeast Asians.
we come from cultures where that's unfortunately a problem.
Yeah.
holy crap, dude, you're so fast. Why are you so fast?
Stop eating wood chips. We have real food.
Dude, what the fuck? What if I just flash at one? Nope, never mind. Bad idea.
I've always told my friends and family that my favorite Tagalog phrase is "Marunong pa ba kayong mag-Ingles," which basically means "Can you speak English?" so that I could understand what you're saying. And I learned that phrase because back when I was working at Corel in San Jose during college, there was like a good handful of Filipino folks that just kind of just like buying stuff as customers. But they could always recognize me as being a Filipino. So they're like, do you speak Tagalog? And then I say, babal ko yung mag-Ingles. And then they're like, oh, so you don't want to speak Tagalog? It's like, I can't. As much as I love to, I can't speak the language.
They do be like that.
Yeah.
Can you share an interesting fact about the Philippine people?
About the Philippine people.
It's made of islands.
It's made of islands.
The people are made of islands?
Tropical nations. Yes.
Holy
I
crap.
was gonna say, did you forget that Lawrence is a verified archipelago?
Yeah.
Lawrence is, yeah.
I don't know how you didn't notice that every time Lawrence would come over, just had
The
to-
apartment would fill with water.
yeah, and we all would sit in little disparate islands away from each other.
Yeah, remember at first I was like, oh jeez, well, I'm real sorry, but then after year one, and we're
You got
entering
used
year
to
two,
it.
I was like, yeah, you're just like, listen,
The
you gotta get
tropical
used to it at
sections
this
of
point.
Lawrence really made it like worth it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So are you like, so if we like take a bite, I don't know, if someone took a bite out of Lawrence, let's say, would he taste kind of fruity?
You would. That's a lot of
not
calories,
gay.
I gotta say.
No, he would taste,
Not
he
gay,
would taste
I-
very savory. Filipino food's very savory.
Isn't Filipino food also very sweet usually?
Not all the time.
Was there a crow in that pie?
Just like many other cultures' food, we are both savory, sweets,
Sour.
sour. We actually do a lot of sour.
Yes, the Vietnamese food is very sour and very bitter. And sometimes savory, and it's savory at its best, but oftentimes it is bitter and sour, and I don't like a lot of it.
It's soured, it's bitter, and it
You
gets
have to cook
everywhere.
the turkey, Zach. You have to
Huh?
cook the turkey.
I'm getting money out of this clock, dude. Time is money.
You can cook the turkey over the fire.
I don't have the kind of time. It's not cooking.
I think you lowered the.
Did I turn it off?
fire. Yeah.
So you said that there's contention between whether the Philippines are considered Pacific Islands or Southeast Asia.
Yes, I have said that before.
I was gonna say, do you know anyone that like disagrees with you on that? That's close to you.
Like who says that we are Pacific Islander?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
had,
consider it Asian Pacific Islander.
Asian Pacific just combined.
There you go, just combine it,
That's
yeah.
what I do.
That's how you rid of the problem.
You know what? That's not too far off, to be honest. But yeah, I knew some folks back in high school who was like, yeah, no, we're Pacific Islander. But we don't exactly like argue over it. Like we're not split into two clans of like, oh, we're Pacific Islanders. Like, no, we're Asian. It's like, it's
Do
like
you remember what Janine's stance on it was? Did you ever ask her?
No. I'm pretty sure.
That didn't come up. You didn't ask whether you were allowed to be together or where they had to kill each other in a bloody, violent mess first.
It's like, which clan do you belong to?
Which faction?
Which faction do you belong to? I'm like, yeah, I'm a Pacific
You-
Islander.
you
I'll
sweet
start
faction
sharpening
Pacific-
my spear.
Don't you get a free
Pineapple on pizza?
faction-specific T-shirt?
Hey, Lawrence. Would you
Yeah.
would you like to see this?
I'm seeing.
Look at that thing.
The uvula.
I swear to God, if that's a. Hello.
It's the only fucking jump scare in the whole game. Like I remember when Grant and I played this. When Grant and I played this, it legitimately got me. Like I screamed.
Those Outer Wilds.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like that one part of Outer Wilds.
It's even cold.
It
There.
makes me think of Subnautica.
Subnautica is
Oh,
also a
jeez.
nightmare. That's true.
You should play that.
I'm not gonna.
How do you guys feel about anglerfish in general?
I think they're pretty
I think
cool.
football fish are cool.
What do you think about their strategy of pretending to be light and then they eat you?
I think it's pretty
I think
neat.
that's fucking evil.
How would you? What would your last thoughts be if you were like in a dark, inky void and you walked towards some light, and then as you got closer, you just saw eyes and teeth?
Yeah, I'm gonna cry.
I've been deceived.
I've been
his money in his mouth.
deceived, and I'm about to die because I didn't.
I've been
Because I was
scammed.
foolish. I've
money?
been scammed.
Wouldn't
They
you
knew
feel
that I liked the
some,
lights.
wouldn't you feel some degree of empathy for deep sea fish
Oh,
after,
you know what?
like in your last seconds? Also, why is
before or
the
after I'm eating?
resolution on that texture of that little ice thing so shitty?
I don't know. It's a good question.
You guys see that, right? That texture is really shitty right there on that little cube.
Oh, yeah, you're totally right.
Hello, wrong pizza guy. Why are you guys doing 2 players? Well, we're not. It's just me. We're all
It's
just
just
kind of
him.
hanging out, though.
We all chilling. We're talking about whether or not to be empathetic to
Deep sea fish.
sea anglerfish.
Fooled by anglerfish.
Listen, they gotta do what they gotta do, but also, why do they have
Respect
to
the
do it in
hustle.
one of the most? Yeah, respect the hustle. But
You have to burn the ice cubes. Zach. You
too.
I have to what?
have to melt the
Can't
ice.
they just be nicer about
This
it?
one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
was gonna say, fuck it, bro. I was gonna say.
Wow.
Oh right. Well, at least you would know that you would be, furthering like women in the workplace, given that all big anglerfish are woman fish, and the males are really tiny, small, shitty ones.
They are.
There's
Yes.
like a bunch of stuff
Wow.
where it's like the female version of the animal is like more bigger. I think what mantises are like that too.
Male anglerfish are tiny, like little, like the size of your finger and thumb making a ring, like tiny, shitty fish that basically act as living semen sacs for the females to make eggs.
Damn.
I mean, that's how bees are. Although
Fuck.
male bees are like similar.
You need to
size.
go. I think you need to go like to the side, Zach. Yeah, so you don't.
Why don't you
don't
fucking
Once
rat?
a-
cheese.
Once
Why
a male
fucking
anglerfish latches onto a female, it literally just decomposes and fuses into the body. It's really fucked up and scary.
Yeah, just like real life.
Holy shit. Yeah. This is what the feminists are fighting for.
Yeah. Honestly, look, if
Amalgamation.
proportionally I got to latch on a female that big, I'd be happy dying.
Proportionally,
cut
she would be like
woman
30
that
feet
big.
tall.
Yes.
And if I got to hang on to her boobie and then die, that'd be pretty good.
Please.
Yes, Saba, you have a fucking problem? There's a bunch of chairs in the way, man. The chairs make
Better.
it difficult.
That must be a worthy death sack, latching onto the boobie of a 30-foot tall female.
And then being assimilated into her body. I'm not super sure about the second part. I think I talked about that before, though. It was at a game night where I was like, my ideal way to... Fucking Christ!
Zach, you have to flash it with the flashlight.
Oh, do you vaporize rats by doing that?
Yeah, you
Ah,
vaporize
okay.
all the lesser animals in this game.
Lesser animals.
You can do that with the spiders too.
There you go. But yeah, I think I said that during a game night at one point where it's like my ideal way to die would be to have a woman try to do like a boob hat to me, but then her tits are so heavy that it just snaps my neck and I die.
Are you kidding me?
No, he's
No, I'm
definitely
being very
not kidding you.
serious.
No, I know for you, sir. I was paying attention to the rat in
I
the
know, I
game.
know.
Saba, as always, fixated on little rodents.
I know, man. Especially right after you blow one of them up and then they steal your stuff again.
Man, I
second
forgot
time.
that you could just fucking vaporize the animals in this game.
I forgot that Saba was so fixated on rodents. Doesn't
She's
come up
always-
very often, but
There's only a couple of stuff I get fixated on when it comes to, maybe taking them out.
Rodents,
One of them being
moving
seagulls.
objects, seagulls, exactly.
is
The other being
Cucumber, is Saba a cat?
Yes.
She would like.
It's
She
really
would. She
weird.
would
A lot
like
of
to
people,
think so.
yeah. A lot of stuff claims I am a form of cat. One of them being a lion, and
You
another
have
one
many
being
forms
a
of cat.
tiger. I'm like all the forms of cat.
All at once. They keep changing.
Oh man, I had a character design revelation the other day, Lawrence, that I feel proud of. So I have this character, right?
Yeah.
He's like a paladin, so he's like a knight devoted to a god. But his god is basically the jockiest jock musclehead god to ever exist.
Hell yeah.
So his god's all about gains and like competition and athletics and stuff like that. And I was like, I need to make a design for this knight, but if I draw him like wearing like armor, then he's gonna be fucking like he's covered up, and that's no fun. What's the point of having else can't show him?
Yeah.
And then I realized, wait, I can just have his armor be magical in a way that it still provides protection, but is completely invisible.
Yes. So you can still show off his gains. Perfect.
Exactly. So I gave him like a breastplate, and every time I draw him, I give him like a little tiny golden shimmer that looks vaguely like a breastplate, and then he just sees giant pecs underneath it.
I love that.
So I felt proud of that. I felt proud of that revelation. You can just have characters with magic armor that just is invisible.
Yeah.
And it doesn't turn them invisible, just the armor itself is invisible so that he can show up as you know, it's like the Emperor's New Clothing kind of deal, but intentionally.
It's part of his story too.
Exactly.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Luigi, why?
It's like it was just right there in front of his feet.
Luigi board, why?
Luigi board.
Luigi board?
What is a Luigi board?
I love the follow-up to that video that the guy did where it was
Ouija.
how do I know if I'm pregnant?
No, I like the pregnant. Who is pregante?
How do I know if I pregnant? How do I know if I pregnant? How do I know if I pregnant? It's
I
just
love
like
Pregnart.
Those were pretty funny.
I wanted to ask. I thought of another one of those like video game mechanics like implemented as a real life thing.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk about what if instead of feeling pain, you just like intuitively saw or knew damage numbers for different limbs, and they would be different colors depending on the damage type.
Would this just be a sense? Like you just inherently know this?
I would say that it's whichever one you want it to be. Either you just have a sense for it, or it physically appears as a little graphic over the limb that gets injured.
Would you rather have individual health bars for your individual limbs, or would you rather have one aggregate health bar for you overall?
That's a great question.
It's a great question.
That sounds annoying to manage if it's individually.
How many how many would there be, right? Because if there was only like 5 or 6,
Probably one for each limb, right? So that's 4. Probably one for your head, so that's 5, and then one for your torso, so probably 6. I'm thinking like Fallout style.
What if there's what if there's sub health bars?
What if there's sub health bars for like each of your organs?
There's a lot of health bars in your organs that would need to be represented, I feel like.
Your liver, that it's slowly ticking down whenever you drink, Lawrence.
I was gonna say, I feel like you would have like an overall like health bar that's the average of all your things, and then you would be able to like check in on the health bar of specific like parts.
Well, because I mean, personally, for me, the previous times we've had this conversation, the most fun part was the dichotomy of it. Because the last time we talked about this, it was what if you had a video game inventory in real life, where it's like, okay, well, which one would you rather have, X or Y? And in this particular case, like, I think having a health bar just in general would be a lot more interesting than not, because then, like, I wouldn't even need to get a physical. You know, I could just look at my overall health bar and be like, yeah, I'm fucked.
Okay, what if? Okay, so here's the thing, right? Would you rather have like that much detailed information and like the ability to know what you need to fix and like having to fix that, or would you rather have the modern day FPS where like your screen starts to grow red around the edges, and if you just wait for a while, it just goes away?
Wait, but when the red jelly from Call of Duty goes away, that's you recovering health. Are you saying that you have health recovery?
Yeah, but you don't exactly like you wouldn't. I feel like in both cases you wouldn't feel necessarily pain, so you wouldn't be inhibited. But like you would get either like extremely vague sensory information, like I got injured, I don't know how, but if I just sit here, I'll cover. Or okay, I know specifically how I got injured and where it is, and I can recover it by like actually taking care of it.
I think I'd rather have the health bar, because if there's jelly on my face, I'm like, man, that's real annoying.
That's really yes, yes. I also played Modern Warfare 2.
I was gonna say you stub your toe and you have like a little bit of red at the corners of your vision. Like, god damn it!
Yeah, god damn it! I stubbed my toe, therefore I am blind for 5 seconds.
I say it's proportional to how injured you are, right? So like, say
Yeah.
I guess theoretically that would be based off your actual like your current or developing pain threshold. Like you could be more and more injured and it would show less and less red, which would be kind of weirdly like disabling because you wouldn't be able to tell at a certain point after you get injured because your pain threshold's high enough.
Yes.
Luigi board.
Luigi.
I'm thinking about it, and I have a slight variation. Well, not even slight, but I have like a variation of this. Of like in video games, you have different ways of recovering your health, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about it in the context of like Skyrim versus like Call of Duty or whatever, right? So like, well, maybe less Call of Duty, because in Call of Duty you recover all the way, but like, what if in Call of Duty, or sorry, what if in real life you had to either, like you could only choose one or the other to work for you. You either recover a set amount of health for consuming things like food and whatnot, or you have a like logarithmic recovery rate where you recover a lot of missing health quickly, but then as you get closer to full health, it like peters off.
Ooh.
So like in one case, you're constantly having to consume things, which might be a bad thing. But then in the second case, you don't really have to consume things, but you will never really reach your max health again.
So let me ask this, right?
You can still go to like a doctor to get everything fixed up, though.
Because let me ask this, right? What's the Loris? You have psoriasis, right? That's the term for it.
Yes.
So Loris and I have psoriasis and eczema respectively. So we both itch, right? So like, does that in the context of the consuming things, does that mean that we having those chronic diseases will like constantly take DOT, but uniquely have a source of regeneration in the form of our unique medicines or like, you know, lotions or whatever?
I don't know if either of these things would lower your health bar. I think it would just be a status effect that you would have to deal with.
They get kind of bad to the point where I definitely am consuming more of my body's blood scabbing than most people are.
It certainly depends, because I don't know if I'm pretty sure eczema's the same, but like there's phases where it's like there's like it could go for several weeks.
Oh yeah, the seasons too affect it.
The seasons of these skin shenanigans. You have times where it's like, oh yeah, it's not a problem, and other times where like, oh god damn it,
100% a problem.
100% a problem.
Yeah,
Doctor,
and like
I need some more meds.
Like your body certainly devotes more resources to healing yourself if you scratch a shitload than if it's not. Like I'm literally scratching myself as if I was rubbing sandpaper against my like when a person rubbing sandpaper against their skin constantly. That's how I treat myself with my nails. So that's definitely a type of damage. I feel like it's just self-inflicted.
I am boostment.
Alright, this is when you get access to booze.
Yeah. So like if you have certain chronic diseases, does that mean that you're taking a debuff or damage over time or something, but you also have a unique way to regain health with a healthy person? Like, because if Zach tried using any of my topical creams for my eczema, he wouldn't benefit from it at all like I would.
Oh, that's true. In fact, like, I think your skin would be a little weird if you take it.
So does that mean that, because like, I was gonna say, so that means that we would have, people that have diseases would have unique ways to gain health that healthy people wouldn't.
I
think that's interesting. That's like a good trade-off, I think.
Yeah.
How do I catch this boo, Jesse?
Has that been a mechanic in the game where having a debuff gives you a unique way to gain health?
In Skyrim, if you're a vampire, you have the unique method of recovering health by killing people.
I don't know how I feel about having eczema and psoriasis compared to vampirism.
Well, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Like, scratch our own necks, not other people's necks.
I think you're supposed to. Wait.
Because it's a ghost, I would assume that I have to flash him, but...
No, you don't flash the booze.
You don't.
What?
The
Then what
booze
do I
are
do?
I think you're supposed to, like, pop them out of their hiding spot.
Yeah, because then just. Oh.
Thanks, Boo. I appreciate that.
What's Luigi's vacuum name again?
The
Poltergust.
Poltergeist. Or Poltergust, rather.
Right, Poltergust. Who would you rather fight, Luigi with Poltergust or Mario with
Right,
Flood?
you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to blind them.
And then I suck up his tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you rather...
Lawrence, did you like that?
Given
It's real good.
given that display, would you rather fight Luigi with Poltergust or Mario with Flood?
Mario with Flood, I think.
No, he's spraying water at you.
He's spraying water at you.
Yeah, but Luigi's Poltergust has the ability to suck up, like, fucking, like aerosol cans and vaporize them.
Gold bars, which is extremely heavy metal. Denser than tungsten.
Right? So it's like, it's actually a terrifying apparatus when you think of it in that context. There you
Kind
go.
of weird that there's 3 versions of the Poltergust, but only 1 version of Flood.
I was gonna say, also like, but like, so the device, I think the Poltergust is probably scarier, but like, then you're also considering the base character, Mario and Luigi, and I feel like Mario seems more threatening outwardly than Luigi does.
I don't disagree. It is true.
I don't know if he's actually, but he definitely seems more threatening.
Based on some
Mario
of the
coming
stuff
to
that
take your
happens
limit.
later on in this game, I think I'd agree.
Mario stomps on Luigi's shoe for no fucking reason. Mario
What a
Tennis.
jerk.
Have you seen that, Zach?
No.
When Luigi wins, I think it's the original Mario Tennis for like GameCube or whatever, but when Luigi wins, Mario comes up, congratulates him, and then just starts like like stomping on Luigi's shoe for no reason, like rubbing the bottom of Mario's shoe on top of Luigi's shoe
But it's like
for no
very,
reason.
very passive, so it's like
Very passive aggressive.
So it's like in the like getting his trophy too, but it's like
Yeah.
yeah, fuck you too, Luigi. It's like jeez.
Mario's staring dead into his eyes. It's super passive aggressive for no good reason.
Have you been
I think
have you
rather-
been
rather
noticing
think
that
the
the different
shoe
arrows
stomp
on
that
each
Will
floor is
Smith snap.
themed? Sorry.
Talking over each other. What do you say?
I was saying that did you notice that all of the arrows for the floor floor numbers are themed? This floor is called the grand stage, and the arrow on the elevator was a treble clef.
Oh, wow, wow.
Wow. Why is Mario such a passive aggressive asshole?
Don't worry about it.
Luigi going ow, 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 ow. Mario's rubbing his shoe in, like, what a dick.
He even steps on stage to do that too.
I was gonna say, yeah, just let your brother have something for fucking once in your life.
Yeah.
Which was it? Was it only Paper Mario Original that you could go home and see Luigi's journal entries?
In Thousand Year Door, you can see because Luigi's like having his own adventure theoretically in the background.
Right.
And
You can buy
I feel like
books.
this adventure. I want a spin-off mod where they actually do that.
well, because the thing was that at least it was my interpretation that Luigi was just fucking lying through his teeth about his adventure. because I can't remember all the specific details, of course, but if you read his journal entries in Thousand Year Door and you contextualize them as him trying to make himself sound a lot more interesting and impressive than he actually is, I think like the stuff that he actually does is more along the lines of like, oh, he went to the store for somebody to go pick them up some food, but in actuality he contextualizes it in his book/journal as like, oh, I saved an entire kingdom from starving.
Well, I mean, like, the detail is that there's 3 sources for every chapter of his adventures. There's him himself, where he tells you most of the details, but then he always every time you see him, he shows up with a partner from that chapter for him, and the partner tells you a glaringly embarrassing fact that Luigi usually leaves out. And then the third source is the books you can buy that are 100% completely over embellished to make Luigi look like a fantastic hero. So there's one chapter where Luigi's like, man, I got to be in a play for a really important princess, but man, they stuck me as the tree. And then like his partner will be like, he wasn't even a tree, he was a blade of grass, but I was doing pretty good up there. And the book is like, Luigi took the star leading role in a fantastic, marvelous play.
Thousand Year Door is good. We should definitely play that.
It's a good game. We should play Luigi and the Marvelous Compass piece. If they ever make that. I know there's like a bunch of attempts to mod Thousand Year Door into being Luigi and the Marvelous Compass.
I don't think they ever got finished.
Exactly, yeah, I don't think they finished either.
Bad.
There's one part where like Luigi threw a blooper in a fucking deep fry vat and he just shows up as Takoyaki as the partner.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this coin is on the other side of the wall. One.
So like, am I mistaken, or is Luigi supposed to be faster and also jump higher than Mario?
That's how he was in Mario 2.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, sort of fucking get that.
Although I feel like
He got
he...
long legs.
Right, he's taller. He originally ran faster and jumped higher, but I feel like recently they've leaned more into the jump higher and less with the run faster.
Oh, originally he also had less traction than Mario, so he would also slide around.
I was gonna say that's the thing about moving faster is that like originally he both moved faster and less traction, but now he just has less traction and even kind of moves slower than Mario does. I feel like.
And goddamn inertia.
Like, remember in New Super Mario Bros. He was certainly faster than Mario was, but...
That's how he was in Mario Galaxy also.
Yeah. Would you rather have a clone character of you that's like your twin, but like supposed to be and theoretically lankier and shittier, but everyone likes him more? Or would you rather have a rival character that's basically like a soft clone of you who's like mean and evil and theoretically less popular, but also more popular than you are?
Man,
Ultimately, it's
Luigi
a
really
clone of
doesn't
you.
get off well in this, does he?
I guess not.
I would rather have the rival character because I think that'd be more fun.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say the same thing, but if your rival character already starts off with some, you know, like with some popularity and all that, like you gotta start from the bottom.
In the context of your current day-to-day life, how would you and your rival fight?
How
Like,
would be my
how would you
rival?
compete or like mess each other's lives up?
Presently, I think what would happen would be that I wouldn't do it to my rival, but if I had like an evil like Waluigi to my Luigi, they would definitely call ahead to all of the places that were thinking about giving me employment and be like, You know he murders puppies on the weekends, and they'd be like, that's a good point. He does murder puppies. We don't have any proof otherwise, so might as well.
My rival would be taking my commissions from me so that I don't make any money.
Oh no.
Oh, this sounds horrible, man.
What money I already make from commissions, he would be.
What about you, Saba? If you had a soft clone of yourself that was your rival, how would you guys mess with each other's lives or compete or whatever?
I don't know. I feel like they would be the one to actually be doing things that I wish I could do, or I'm not like confident enough to do them.
Like what?
Being funny.
No, I've like resolved myself to not being funny. That's fine. Or like going places or doing things that I like particularly like want to do, but I'm like, oh, I have to get better at A, B, and C. But you know, some people say that's just an excuse.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if your Waluigi style rival like showed up one day and be like, "Ha! Look it, this is my game." As the wind flows, and it's like a super huge hit, and everybody loves it.
That's the thing. It's interesting. It's like you guys. So you guys would prefer to have, instead of like, it's almost like, is it worse to have like, let's say, a sibling that does better than you, or like a rival?
Is it? You said which one's better?
No, which one's worse? Like, which one makes you feel worse?
I personally would say that.
Sibling.
I would say sibling, because it's like where like if I had a sibling that was doing what I was doing but better, it'd be like, well, that sucks, because like we're essentially like the same kinda, but they just end up doing it better.
Your rival also the same?
No, because like the rival doesn't share parents with me.
Yeah, we didn't share parents or houses growing up. Like,
there is that element to it.
I think mine would be, if I had an evil rival, mine would be my coworker. You know what? Actually, fuck it. I will say this. I actually had this person at my job before. Her thing that she did that was evil and fucked up was that she did what I want to do every day, which was fucking nothing at work, and got away with it every single day. She was the laziest piece of shit who was just constantly in a state of daydreaming and like barely being able to comprehend things, and just got to do menial tasks all day before they moved her to a different location. And every day I was like, man, I'm busting my ass off at this job, and you are doing absolutely nothing, and you're not getting fired.
Well, that's why they don't get fired, because you're busting your ass, preventing anybody from doing any action. You see, it's all your fault, Adrian. You were enabling their lax lifestyle.
I was gonna say, now that is something that a rival would say, Zach.
Now, is it also that, like, because you know, you can have rivals that are like kind of joking, like you have like this dynamic of it being rivals, but you know, you could potentially get along with each other, or is this like antagonistic? Like,
we're talking about like a Mario to Wario, like Luigi to Waluigi relationship here.
okay, but it's like, well, obviously, I mean, but their relationship is technically different, like Luigi to Mario versus like Waluigi. So it's like, are we going with like both scenarios being like how Mario is with Luigi, or how
that was
both
literally
scenarios
the thing that he said at the
Waluigi?
beginning, Saba, was he asked which one would, essentially, if you were Luigi, which one would you rather have, a Waluigi or a Mario? That's what he asked. That was the first thing he asked.
I know that, but it's like, there's like, Mario isn't inherently like rudely antagonistic like Waluigi is. Like, there's a difference between like being super rude about the fact that you're doing better.
I don't know. Didn't you see that video?
He's stepping on his
pretty
foot.
rude.
He's certainly doing that.
He pretty rude, that's all I'm saying.
Because I think it would be worse if like they were constantly like antagonizing me over it as well. Like, being like, ha, loser, look at you, like, you can't do anything, and all that kind of stuff.
I told you not to share my DMs with you.
Damn.
This is a cry for help from me. Apparently. Isn't this room? Isn't this ghost like he just wants a good performance, or who was it?
This is the
No,
guy
this guy's
where
clearly evil.
yeah, I mean, he's malicious, but like that is all he wanted was just to have a good show, and then you interrupted it, kinda.
Oh, it's the television guy. I remember. He's just like, I want. And isn't the television guy the one where you can choose actually to let him stay?
I think so.
Oh yeah, and then you come back for him at the end of the game for a different end.
It's your
It's
fault
just
for
kind of
interrupting his
weird.
performance.
It's kind of weird that at some point in this game,
God.
you just stopped going through like a hotel theme, and then
And you just start going through like random nonsense.
yeah.
What do you think, Saba?
It's
I think the
for a second, if there was another O in that name, I was gonna be real concerned for a second.
Oberist.
Oberist.
But Jesse, I think the last floor that you do that's still like that you could still argue is like, oh, it's kind of a commercial hub sort of thing would be
The
the
dance hall, right?
What?
The dance hall.
Oh, you know what? The dance hall makes sense. I was actually gonna say the pirate one because the pirate one was like a themed restaurant.
Yeah, like a bar area. That was really cool. I enjoyed that.
Get over here! Get over here!
Oh, well, super.
I just felt like the medieval floor kind of weirded me out a little.
Well, because it's supposed to be medieval times, you know. But like, yeah.
Yeah, as in all hotels. Or mansions, I don't know.
Manners.
Manners maketh.
I remember when we used to go to vacation in Florida every year. One year we did go to one of those, like you sit in like arena. Oh my god, this kid, I forgot how angry this guy gets.
Never stop a musician.
We went to one of those like arena seating shows where it was a bunch of cowboys, and it was weird because it was like just in the middle of Florida was this show where they had like live horses and they were doing like rodeo shit. It was cool as hell. And I remember my parents complaining because it's like, man, this is really expensive. I hope the show is really good. And the show was really good. But additionally to it being really good, the food was also very bad.
Damn.
Hello? That's a lot of bombs. Can I do something with one of these? Oh,
And
probably.
shoot them in the piano.
Yeah, that makes sense. I gotta aim it though. Come on, aim. Thank you. Did that? Sure. That didn't look like it worked.
That exploded, and then it like went in.
Fucking boom! This guy's like me when I'm just trying to get some good like clips of voice acting for like VODs later. But Adrian has a joke that he really needs to get out in that moment, and I'm like, God damn it, Adrian, it's funny, but give me a second.
Man. Anyways, you guys ever have to deal with a computer goop in the middle of stream?
Sounds lovely.
Can you,
I didn't realize that they were calling it
Describe
computer
further.
goop nowadays.
Well, I was gonna say it's a problem for anyone whose computer is created using a decent sacrifice baby.
I see.
thought-
So do you
I thought
like
it
put a
was
bucket
sacrifice
underneath your computer? You know, like how
let it
rainwater?
drown.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Is
Where
it
did you get all
valuable?
these
Can you like
bombs?
sell it for something?
No, it's a waste product, Saba.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, research, trade, you know, for research
guess.
purposes. Yeah.
Boom!
Not the piano.
Very satisfying to see him slam the piano, though.
How to curb his shit in.
Excuse me. Do you mind? I'm trying to kill you, sir.
You can't kill that which is already dead.
Oh.
Is that a piggy bank up there?
Yes, there is.
Can you get it?
I think so. I'll get it afterwards, though.
Okay.
Sir, you're not even aiming.
He can't see you very well.
I'm gonna fuck up your face.
Zach aiming right where it hurts, the face.
Oh man, I want to ask you guys. Because that Luigi jumping there reminds me. How do you guys feel about like Souls-like type-ish games? It's a fairly open-ish environment. You can run around and hit things, but you can't jump. Like even if there's no platforming.
I don't know. I like being able to jump.
Game
I was gonna say, like, I would be totally fine if there's a jump button that served no purpose, but made your character look like you would like. Because I was gonna say, it's even games where you can jump only superficially. I appreciate it.
Yeah, because it's just like it's a human facet to be able to, jump, right? So like when you're allowed to walk and move and not able to jump, you're just like, am I an actual person or am I simply mimicking one? Because it definitely feels that way.
I didn't play it, so I don't know if you actually can or can't, but if you can't, I imagine this might contribute to Zach's list of grievances. Can you actually jump in Pokemon Sword and Shield?
No, of course not.
Well,
You can climb some small ledges, but that being said, jumping in a Pokemon game would be very rare in general.
I was gonna say, but what if you could, right? It doesn't have to do anything, but it'd be nice.
It would be nice.
I'm pretty sure that Sword and Shield has an empty face button. Am I wrong?
Probably.
I guess that'd be more of a comment for Jesse because I don't know.
You know what? Which would you prefer in a game? An emotes button or a jump button? Neither which being functional, presumably.
Jump button.
Jump first and foremost.
Jump button, so it allows me to break the game.
I mean, that's the. I'd rather. I could just say, they're the type of person that is not that emotional face-wise. Like they're screaming happiness on the inside. I'm sure there's some people like that.
How many emotes would there have to be in the game for you to think it outweighs the value of having a superficial jump button?
You just need one good.
Is it a social? Is it a game that you play online?
It's a single player game, and there's no informed platforming.
Well, because there is a jump button in the new Kirby game, but there's also emotes in the new Kirby game. Apparently, it's just like the D-pad. You have 4 emotes, and one of the emotes that you get by default is Kirby just going hi, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. You can do that to the bosses, and the bosses, some of them, like the gorilla guy, apparently goes like, hi. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Hey there.
Hey there.
I don't know. Emotes are they give too much character to your little character.
Lawrence hates feeling.
What?
Lawrence despises feeling any sort of way for any character in media. It's really sad. He's never empathized in his life.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But with your generous donations,
for the entire time I've known him.
But with these donations, you can make me feel again.
Yeah, like shocking him with electricity.
Yeah.
Maybe his brain will finally get fixed.
Oh yeah, you shoot Toad up there to get the piggy bank.
Seems cool.
You shoot Toad? Understood.
Pull out a gun.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that worked. Oh my god, Toad! Are you okay?
That pearl, it's stuck there.
Well, I'm about to say, I can't get any of the money, though.
You have to use Toad and make him land on the wall.
What the fuck? How do you do that? He just but that doesn't make any sense. He just bounces.
Money's gone already, isn't it?
Yeah, the money's already gone. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway.
You haven't unlocked super jump yet, where Luigi just like takes off his thing, stretches his legs, and then jumps really high. How would you feel if that was a move you could do where you just take off Poltergust and then just can run around and jump really high, but you can't fight ghosts?
So it's like the jump question, but can you jump higher?
Well, in this game, it would have purpose, right? Because there is like some puzzle solving that could be solved if Luigi could jump really, really high. You know, like he does in most every other game he's in.
What, you think the Mario games are known to be jumping? Nah.
I think that's a good place for us to stop for the day. We have 2 minutes left to stream. That's two 2-hour streams in a row. Sorry about that. That's my bad. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Saba will be on controls for finishing Yoku's Island Express.
Which you can't jump in, which also infuriates me.
I'm not entirely certain how long we have left in the game. The guy that was in chat last time was saying that we were about
living legend, by the way. It was pretty cool.
We were about 60 to 70% of the way through the game, so I don't think it's going to take the full 4 hours for Saba to finish everything, but on the off chance that she does finish the game ahead of the end of stream, we might do the intro bit to Forgotten City as well, just because there's a little intro bit right before the game really gets going. So that'll be fun. All right. But with that being said, that was today's stream. I will be spending the rest of my evening compiling that list that we made today. And I think we'll be all set. All right. Good night, everybody. I'll see 2 of you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Night stream.